Hi guys, today we're building our face landmark detection application with Python. The two libraries which we are actually going to use are Mediapipe and openCV. Also, we'll use the default color which is green. Thereafter, we'll play around it with multiple colors and see how it goes. But before then, what is Mediapipe? Mediapipe is an open source framework developed by Google for building machine learning pipelines. It is widely used for face detection, hand tracking, object detection, and so on and so forth. And for openCV is an open source library that is designed to process image and videos in computer vision applications. First of all, what you need to do is to open your VS Code and install these libraries. So we'll say pip pip install openCV Python Mediapipe. So you're gonna hit your enter. For me, I already have all these libraries, so I can't install them again. And then you go into your VS Code, create a folder. I already have a folder here called first landmark. You just create a file in there. So I'm gonna say main.py, and the first thing I'm gonna import is cv2. Thereafter, I'll import Mediapipe as mp. So it's say Mediapipe first mesh is equal to mp.solutions. Now in solutions, what do we need? We need first mesh. And that's that. So we say face mesh is equal to Mediapipe face that's called mesh.face mesh. Now we need to pass into properties, which is static image mode false, and maximum number of faces. Well, I'm the only one here, so I'll use one. If you want to use more than one, you are free to use. It can actually detect multiple faces. So what I'm going to do next is to initialize the webcam. So I'll say webcam is equal to cv2.video capture, and only one camera, so I'll use my first camera, which is 0. And what I'm going to do is a while loop. So while webcam dot is open, we'll now say ret frame is equals to webcam dot is webcam dot read. So say if not ret, that is to say that whenever ret is not defined, please kindly break. And that's it. So what we need to do next is to actually convert the image which we've gotten from our webcam, or the image we're going to get from our webcam. The image gotten from the webcam is actually BGR, but for Mediapipe solutions to actually process an image, you need to convert it to RGB. So what we do is say image of RGB, please help us convert this image cv2 color, and color our frame which we've gotten, that's the image, and we'd say cv2 dot color BGR, convert the BGR to RGB please, and it says okay, I'm going to convert that for you. Say okay, result is equal to face mesh, please face mesh help us process this converted image, and that's it. So what next to do is say if result, what we expect from the result is multi-face landmarks. Okay, so after getting the whatever we're going to get from multi-face landmarks, what we need to do is to loop. Now what we do here is nested loop, not just one loop but two for loop, which we are going to write here. And this is similar to the case of where we have metrics of 2x2 and 3x2 in linear algebra, or perhaps you could call it matrix itself. So it's just a nested loop, a loop inside a loop, and like an array inside an array. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we set up for face landmarks in results multi-face landmarks. I will now say the second loop for landmark singular in face landmarks dot landmark. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is our x and y coordinates. Now this is the region in which the face is. We are going to get the region in which the landmark is, and the landmark which we get from Mediapipe, the landmark which we get from Mediapipe, and we're going to say okay, this is where we're going to get the coordinates of x and y, and if you're conversant with vector, this is what we call different coordinates, and we have the x, we have the y. The y, you could see the x as the width, and you can see the y as the height. So we'll say this is equal to, first we'll convert the value we have. So we'll say landmark.x times frame.shape. Now frame.shape we get 1. Now why do we get 1? Frame.shape returns the first value, which is height, and the second one is width. So to access a second item in an array, we use 1. So that's why we use 1 here to get the width, and the width goes for x. So when we go for y, which is the height, so we're gonna, that's vertical, while x is the horizontal. So we're gonna say that int landmark dot y times frame.shape, and we say okay 0, and that's it. So we're gonna now draw the circle. So we say cv2.circle, what do we get from cv2.circle frame, and I'll say the region, that's the coordinate x and y, and we'll pass in 1 here and 0 2 5 5 0, and here we'll pass in the weight, which is 1. That's it, we're almost done. So we say cv2.im show, please help us show the frame and the frame over here. And that's how we say if cv2.width key of 1, and we'll say if anytime we hit our Q key, please help us break out of the loop. And now we're out of the loop. What we'll say that webcam dot release the webcam. We no longer need the webcam properties, and cv2 dot destroy all windows, help us close all the windows, and that's it. And let's run it. When we run this, we're going to check for multiple colors, and that's it. So we've gotten our stuff, and you can actually see the face, you can see it over here, the different regions. No matter how you turn your face, it keeps on working. Now let's see how we can actually turn this color into, let's see how we can actually change this green color into multiple colors. You can actually do it. Just pause the video and try to see how you can do it. But if you can't, just watch how I'm going to do it. It's very simple. It's not difficult at all. If you know Python very well, then you'll be able to play around with the color, and that's it. So let's quit this with Q, and let's see what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is to import random. We import random and say const. I'm not in JavaScript. If I was in JavaScript, I've done it. So I'll say colors is equal to this, and say the first color we need is 0 2 5 5. That's our green, and the next one we need is blue, which is 0 0 2 5 5, and the next one we need is our yellow, which is 2 5 5 2 5 5 0, and the next one we need is red, and say that red is 2 5 5 0 0 0, and the last one we need, last but not the least, is magenta. Magenta is 2 5 5 0 2 5 5. So that's it. And guess what we need to do is just to change this green and say okay, for random, give us random dot choice and pick any of the colors whenever you loop. So what basically goes behind the scene, what happens here is that this loop that runs here, it runs iteratively. Like here, you can't even see when it changes. So it doesn't even run in seconds, it runs in milliseconds. So that's it. But let's just see how it goes. And okay, let's see. Boom. So we there have the multiple colors. This is how we get the multiple colors. The multiple colors are here, and that's it. So you can play around with face landmark. And if you may wonder, why do we really need face landmark? Why we really need face landmark is that, first of all, you can use it to detect one's facial expression. The person is laughing, the person is crying, the person is happy, and so on and so forth. Apart from that, you can actually use it also to actually change someone's face. That's manipulate face. For instance, I can change my face right now on this video call. If, for instance, a video call, I can change it to the face of Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk. Anybody's face you actually want to change it to. Can even change it to the face of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Anybody you want to change it, you can change it to the person's face. And please do, if you're performing such tasks, you shouldn't use it for illicit acts, shouldn't use it for illegal activities. Just use it for learning purpose and to build something that solves real world problem. So that's that. You can also use this face landmark if you're going deeper into exam proctoring. That's to monitor when students are actually cheating, when they've changed their direction, and so on and so forth. So that's it. So my name is Ofyong Basi, and I'm a software developer. I'm an enthusiast. I'm a software developer and also a computer vision enthusiast. I love machine learning, and that's it. So stick around. I have one or two things. Whenever I have something to drop, I always drop here and you get a notification. Just subscribe and connect. LinkedIn, Facebook, LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and also any other platform you feel the choice. So that's it. Thank you. Goodbye.